Parsley. Normally I have Kinsley with me, but she's not feeling the best today. So she's just on the couch. She might come and join me, but she has a throat infection. I had to take her to the doctor. We were up last night, and well, if you're a mom, you know how that goes, or a dad. But yeah, hopefully she'll start to feel better here tomorrow. But thanks so much for watching us. We are coming at you guys live from Cochrane, Alberta. And today we're going to make a meat sauce. I'm going to add in a few extra things than what I normally do. I just have a lot of extra stuff in our fridge. We had a bridal shower for my soon-to-be sister-in-law this weekend, so I had lots of stuff in the fridge still from that. But thanks again for watching. If you guys are watching this live, drop a 1 in the comments. If you're watching this on replay, put a 2. And also say where you guys are watching from. And as you can see in the back, in the mama room, I have my little one, Paisley. So hopefully she will be okay during this. She might fall asleep, that's my plan, but it normally doesn't happen. So we'll see. But to get started, like I said, we're gonna do a meat sauce, and then I found something really cool at the grocery store. I've never made them before, so I'm gonna experiment with you guys. So first things first, for the meat sauce, you're gonna, either in a skillet or a, oh my goodness, saucepan, whatever you have, you're gonna warm up some olive oil, so about a tablespoon or 2. So I did that already, and I started browning my ground beef. So I used a pound of ground beef. So I have it browned already in my pan, or in my saucepan here, just to save us some time. Oh, and also, before I forget, Happy National Teachers Week, and same to the nurses. If you guys are a teacher or a nurse, or if you are doing anything in the teaching field or the health field, drop a comment below. Say what you guys do. I'd like to connect with you guys after. So my meat is browned, and the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add in some onion. So I've got everything chopped up that I'm using today. Again, I wasn't sure if Kinsley was going to come help me or not, but I just didn't want to have the sharp knives out around her. So I'm just going to turn this back on. So I have about, well, not about, I have 1 medium onion here chopped up. So I'm just going to add that right into my ground beef. So again, I browned it already. So I'll get the onion in there. And then you don't have to add these other ingredients, but I'm going to. I'm going to try and hide some of the vegetables. That way Kinsley will eat it, hopefully. Then I'm going to add in about a cup of mushrooms. So again, I have them all diced up here. So this is nice and easy. You're not going to dirty too many dishes doing this if you use just the 1 saucepan. So I'm just going to let that start to cook. You want them to turn nice and tender. And now I do post my recipes after I do my videos. And on my recipe I have the onions and the mushrooms included on it. But these next 2 things, or 3 things that I'm going to add are not on there. But I'll add in an optional section. So the next thing I'm going to add in is just some bell peppers. So I have yellow and orange. These were just some leftovers from the weekend. Give that a stir. And now I have some zucchini. Same thing. This is just 1 zucchini diced up into little pieces. I'm going to give that a good stir. So this is more like a meat and vegetable tomato sauce that I'm going to be making. So I'm going to let that just cook a little bit. I'll move these out of the way. And now we're going to add in some garlic. Actually, before I do that, I also had a little bit of bacon. I'm just gonna toss that in there as well. It'll give it some nice flavor. The bacon. Normally I never put bacon in my tomato sauces, but I just had it in the fridge and I needed to use it. So I thought it would be good. So I got that cooking. It looks really good, just like that. And now I'm going to add in some garlic. So you're gonna use 2 to 3 cloves, depending on the size. If you wanna use more, less, it's up to you. So I'll just get that in there. Okay, and I'm gonna do one more. There we go. Give it a good stir. Smells good already. Move this stuff out of the way. It's okay, Kinsley. It's okay. Mom. Mom. Yeah, Kim. Okay. So that's looking good. So while that's still cooking a little bit, I will open up our tomato sauce that we're going to use. Now, I try and find sauce that has the least amount of carbs and the least amount of sugar. I find it's really hard to find a sugar-free tomato sauce. This one has 2 grams per quarter cup, so that's pretty good compared to some of them for the sugars. And then this one has 3 grams of carbs. So I'm sure there's others out there that have less, but I haven't been successful in finding them yet, but that's okay. I will use these 2 for today. So I'm going to use 2 cans. I'm going to make lots here because I will freeze it. I will freeze some of it. Another stir. So we're just cooking this till the onions are kind of tender, and same with the other veggies that we added. It looks so good already. I could just eat it like this. All right. So I think that's looking good. So now I'm going to add in these 2 cans that I just opened of the tomato sauce. So I'll just pour it right in there. And another thing with store-bought tomato sauce, the salt content is quite high. So I'm not going to add too much salt to this because there is already quite a bit. But I am going to spice it up with some other spices. If you guys have a special ingredient you like to add to your tomato sauces, drop it in the comments below. So I'll give that a good mix. And we're just gonna get this simmering, and we're gonna get it simmering and let it simmer for about 30 minutes, even a bit longer. Just get all those flavors coming out in the sauce. Yum. It's okay, Paisley. You're still awake. Here. Here you go. Okay. And now that's already gonna start to simmer here, so I'll turn it down just a little bit. It doesn't take long when your other stuff's already hot. Okay, so now we are going to start spicing it up. So I'm gonna start with just some pepper. I'm just gonna free-for-all my black pepper in here. like I said, I'm probably not going to add too much salt. I'll taste it. I might add a little bit, but not too much, just because the tomato sauce already had quite a bit of salt in it. Then the next thing we're going to add is some Italian seasoning. So I'm going to add in a couple teaspoons. So 1 and 2 teaspoons. And then I'm going to add in some parsley. And I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of parsley. 1, 2. Okay. I'll give that a good stir. And then there's only one other thing I'm going to add to this. And that is some Worcestershire sauce. I don't know if I say it right. And that'll just add some even more flavor. So we're just gonna let that continue to simmer. So for the Worcestershire sauce, I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons. Takes a little while to get it out. So there's 1. We're gonna go camping this weekend. We plan to leave on Thursday, so I'm so excited. It's gonna be our first trip out. So I need to come up with some good keto or low carb camping meals. So I'm thinking I'll take some of this to make a spaghetti squash or something, or some zucchini noodles. Even though there's zucchini in here, there's not too much. And it would be really good on top of that. Mmm, yum. So I'll show you guys what that's looking like. I'll just bring it over. So there's what our sauce is looking like. And now, while that's simmering, we are gonna start on something else. This is the new thing that I just got. I've seen lots of people talking about it. I'm just gonna cover that, let that do its thing. So at the grocery store today, I found these shirataki spaghetti noodles, and they're really neat because they have 0 carbs and 0 sugars. So they're awesome. Great for a pasta substitute. So rather than using real spaghetti, I'm gonna use these. So they are a little different, I see. I'll show you guys what the package looks like. So this is them. And now I'll pull it out. This is my first time using them, so I am experimenting with you. So now I just pulled it out and it comes in a 2-pack. I'm gonna make it all because it is for Kinsley and I like leftovers. So they are in a liquid. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut them open, and the pack says to rinse them, and then we're gonna dry them off with paper towels. So I'll get my paper towel ready. And I'll just grab a plate here. Okay, paper towel on the plate. Okay, and now I will turn you so you can see me here at the sink. Now I have my strainer ready, so I read the directions before I started this, just so I knew sort of what I was doing. But I'm going to cut them open. And yeah, they say to rinse them really well. So I'll cut it open. And now some people say they smell funny. They don't smell that bad. So I'm guessing that's why we want to rinse them, and to get that liquid off that they're in. Okay. So now I will rinse them. Are you playing with the Kinsley? We're not going to boil them in water or anything like that. Now what it says on the pack is to fry them in a frying pan. So I'll just get that going here. Let's put a little bit of olive oil in. It doesn't say to, but I'm going to. I don't know. We're experimenting. Okay, now I'll turn you guys back. I hear our sauce. It's sounding good. I'm just making a mess. Oh, it smells so good. I'm excited. Okay, now we got our noodles here. Put them on the plate, on the paper towel. Here's what they look like. We're gonna just dry them off a little bit. So I'm just using paper towel. That's all it says. And now it says just to stir fry and then add to your favorite sauce or soup. So we will top it with the sauce that we made today. And then it also says to let it sit for a little while because I guess they're really good at absorbing the flavors of the sauce that you put on them. So that's good to know. They hold the flavor really well. Okay, so now I'm gonna put them into this frying pan. Get them all in there. And we will just kind of toss them around. And so I am going to let my sauce simmer for a little while longer. But we'll just let these heat up. And I will try one and see what they taste like and let you guys know. I'll also post a picture of the meal before I eat it, just so you can see what it looks like as a finished product. Are you talking over there, Paisley? Are you talking? Yeah, so these do. They look just like the Itchy Man noodles. Exactly like that. That looks so good. I keep saying that, but it really does. It looks so good. Okay. So these are probably just about done. I don't think they take very long. And yeah, so yeah, there's 2 grams of protein on these. Per quarter package, there's 28 calories, so they're really low in calories too. 5 milligrams of sodium. So there's really not much in them. There's a lot of there's 4 grams of fiber. Are you talking over there, Kinsley? Or are you being mad? So they're starting to sizzle. So yeah, I found these in the healthier section or close to the gluten-free aisle, or where they have some of the organic products. And they were just on the shelf. They're not in the fridge. You don't keep them refrigerated. Just keep them at room temperature. And stay in a cool, dry place. Okay. So that is probably good. I'm going to turn my sauce on too. All right. Kinsley's sitting at the table waiting to eat already. Okay, well, I will try one and let you guys know what they taste like. Tastes like a noodle. There's not much flavor on it right now, but once you get the sauce on it, it'll be pretty good. Especially if you want like a noodle rather than the spaghetti squash or the zucchini noodles. Try it? You're a Kiwi. Oh, she keeps pointing at her throat because her throat is sore. But anyways, so that's it. It is getting kind of noisy in here now with those sizzling. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching this. I really do appreciate it. And again, if you guys were watching this live, drop a 1 in the comments. If you were watching this on replay, put a 2. Say where you're from. And thank you so much. And if you don't mind, share this video. Share it with others so they can see it. And we will catch you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.